Hello guys, welcome to weekly outlook here on pound USD. We've got gold and DXY. Also, we're going to be having an additional pair here, which is oil. And at the end of the video, I'm still having an additional outlook on USDCAD, so stick to the end of the video. Beginning with the pound USD over here, we anticipated a downward movement last week. We've seen that push to the downside. So what I'm anticipating now is a continuation to the downside, but with a pull back to these regions. So if we pull off our Fibonacci retracement tool here and we ride this from this region to this point here, we could see that price is around 50% retracement tool here, 50% and 61.8. So I'm anticipating price to pull back to this point here and maybe start pushing to the downside, so somewhere here at most around 78.60 region. Let me put that back so we can see here. Alright, let me take off this fib around here. So basically with this now, we could actually with this downward trend line, we had a lot of confluence here to sell, so I'm looking out for price to pull back to these regions here, maybe touch this downward trend line one more time, and then we can start selling to the downside. Okay, this is what I'm looking out for pound USD. Alright, and if we pull over here to gold, we've seen gold come to retest this region here of 2660 region. Okay, alright, now what I'm considering is if we get over here, previously we've seen here as a previous resistance and possibly now turn into support. So I'm looking for price to actually reject. We can look for bullish momentums around this region. If possible, then we can buy off from here. Price will come back here to retest, possibly break it, break and retest of it. We can anticipate price to continue to the upside. I'm only going to be very bearish if price breaks back below this regions of 26 not 26, 2600. We're looking at something like this and retesting it to form like a head and shoulder pattern, then we can actually start looking for price to sell. Okay, so a huge bearish momentum around this region, a bullish momentum around this region, we can buy up. And if price breaks back into this region and start rejecting 2630 one more time, then we look for sell opportunities to 2600, and a break below, look for more sell opportunities. Alright, previously if we look at the daily time frame, we could see price is now looking like it wants to start ranging, but we had a double top here, looking like price really wants to come back to $2,500 here. So I'm still kind of like bearish, but on the 4 hours time frame here, if price begin to reject here, then we might buy up a little bit to these regions, maybe retest these regions one more time before we start selling again, maybe something like a triple top. Okay, that's that for gold. Over here on DXY for confidence, we've been in a very strong upward trend line and we've seen price break over 108.50. My anticipation is for a retest, possibly a touch of this trend line one more time, something of this nature, and then we can continue to the upside. If price breaks below, we'll start selling, but I'm not seeing that happen. So basically, let's just see how price will come back to this region and reject it, and then we can look for buy opportunities. And if price reject this region and start buying up, definitely we'll now start looking for sell opportunities here on pound USD. Okay, and lastly, oil. Over here on the daily time frame, we've seen how price consolidated, but at market open last week we saw price break above 71.50 region here, and my anticipation was if price retest, we can continue to the upside. Sliding down to the 4 hours time frame, we've seen that price is now using this as a new support line. That might actually be our new considerations. Okay, so with that, I'm basically looking for price to pull back to this region or this region here and then continue to the upside. Okay, that's that for oil, possibility to continue to the upside. Now looking at our take profit regions all the way to 77 here. Okay, and lastly, let's see that USDCAD that I've considered. I kind of like think there's an opportunity there. There is FCN. Alright, let's checking out this. Let me put this here. Remove these drawings here. Okay, so we've been in a very strong upward trend line, and let me see here. Okay, price is kind of creating a strong resistance here, but if you look on pound USD, we're anticipating price to sell. They kind of inverse correlate, so I'm kind of looking for price to break through this region here. Over in pound USD, we've had that break to the downside, but USDCAD is yet to do that, so we're kind of looking for opportunity to see that happen here on USDCAD. Now, if that's going to happen, more like with this consolidation we see here, then I'm looking out for something of this nature: a break of price above here, a retest, and then we can continue to the upside. So we're looking for price to break 1.4450, and that's a psychological level. Probably break and come over to 1.45, pull back, and then we'll continue to the upside. And if we're looking for sales in USD CAD, basically looking for opportunities for price to come break 1.43. That's only when I'm looking for it. But if we stream down to the 1 hour time frame, we might want to consider this region here, this support line that was created here. Okay, the break of it, we might start looking for sales, but for now I'm looking at price actually trying to break this region. So once it breaks it, look for you pull back an entry around 1.4457 regions, so we can buy to the upside. Okay, all right, that's that for this week. We've seen pound USD, we've seen gold, DXY for confluence, we've seen oil, and basically USDCAD. So I'll see you guys for weekly recap, but we might get some updates within the week, and I'll also post that, so stay tuned and make sure you back some people this week. Ciao.